Who is most likely to be thinking about the latest show they're obsessed with?
Me?
It ain't me, so it's got to be you, I guess.
Oh, I did just like.
Okay, I don't want to say too much of what's been happening off camera here, but.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Emily Curl, and today we're hanging out with Dustin Lynch and MacKenzie Porter talking about their new collab with Thinking About You. Hi guys, how are y'all?
Hey, we're doing awesome. Thanks for having us on.
Of course, it's so nice to see you guys. Now, before we jump in, we have a little fun game planned around the song, but I want to ask you, how did this collab come about? Tell me a little bit more.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing actually. And I think by fate, really, a lot of stars had to align for she and I to meet. I kind of put out into the country music universe and creative community that we were looking for someone to collab on Thinking About You. We had a lot of submissions back in, almost like blind auditions is what it was. But I wanted to make sure I wasn't influenced by anything other than the performance. So I asked everybody just to number the performances in a folder. And I went down and lived with all of the submissions. And I kept coming, my first listen, I should have gone with my gut. I kept coming back to what ended up being MacKenzie. And at the time, I didn't realize she was paying attention to who was following her on Instagram. And she said like a couple days before I reached out that I'd followed her on Instagram because I was just wanting to know who she was as a person and discover, who potentially I would get to do a little bit of life with.
If you go back, like in my group chat with like my managers, my producers, it's a screenshot of like you following me. And I was like, what does this mean? This means something good, right? And they're like, don't get too excited. Doesn't mean anything. I'm like, it means something.
Oh, that's a big moment when you get the follow for sure.
Yeah.
So she absolutely just knocked the, performance out of the park, and her vocal is so special and unique and identifiable. It's just got this wonderful tone to it, and it really it feels believable, and it is believable. I fell in love with that, and since then we've got to meet, go in the studio, actually record it legitly together. Now we've got to do photo shoots and video shoots, and we're best friends for life. And sooner than later, y'all will get to watch us perform it.
Oh my gosh, can't wait for that. And now, MacKenzie, for you, when you were selected, what was that feeling?
Oh my gosh, so awesome. So, I mean, obviously I was waiting and had like Instagram things. I felt pretty confident at that point, probably like falsely confident, but I did. I got a call from one of the heads of our label, who's also my manager. And he's like, hey, I'm in a conference, like everybody into the call. And my heart just like started beating because I feel like they only do that with like horrible news or really good news.
And you're like, I'm
That's
hoping
true.
It's all the best. Well, we thought in honor of your new song that I could give you a few scenarios for the two of you, and you tell me who is most likely to be thinking about it. Who is most likely to be thinking about writing a song?
Oh my gosh. I'm going to say you.
Well,
MacKenzie, you've been writing, we had this discussion, I think, on video set. You've been writing your tail off, right?
I mean, I probably write like maybe more songs than you right now, but that's because it takes me more songs to get a good one. So you don't have to write as much. But I write every day pretty much. I mean, I had to write today, but we had to move it, but only because I have to. You don't have to anymore.
No, I do have to. So hey, I don't know, is this kind of newlyweds game-ish? We got that right. She does.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So I guess, right, stay tuned for new music too, right?
Yeah.
I guess she's got plenty coming.
Who is most likely to be thinking about their next vacation?
I feel like it's you.
I mean, and now we see the connection. Like, she's writing songs, being responsible. I'm over here vacationing. I have vacationed a lot recently, though.
Yeah, but it looks like the best time ever.
I'm a busybody as far as traveling goes. I have not let a year of not touring go by without me taking advantage of having the opportunity to go on vacation. So
you work hard and play hard.
I do. Yeah. I love working hard. I usually put in 14, 15-hour days whenever I'm in Nashville. Like, legit, I'm on it. I've undertaken some crazy new hobbies. I'm learning how to fly a plane, and that took me down to the Florida Keys recently, and the most beautiful sightseeing of all time whenever you're flying a small plane over that stuff. So me.
Love it. Who's most likely to be thinking about their next cocktail?
I'm always thinking about my next cocktail.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you probably drink. I'll just say it. If I drink, I'm going, we're honky tonk going. We're honky tonk drinking. We ain't just gonna have a glass of wine.
But what's honky tonk drinking?
It's all of the above. Anything I can get my hands on. Like, if I don't drink, I never think about on a daily basis, like, man, I can't wait to have a drink at the end of the day. But every now and again, it's, I can't say no to peer pressure, and I will drink as long as the cooler has beer in it. I'm going for it, either until John Party passes out because he lives down the street, or I do. So
I could have a glass of wine every single night, but I probably don't have more than like a crazy night for me is like 4 drinks and I'm wasted.
Yeah.
So I just like, yeah.
Lightweight cheap day.
So, but I love wine so much. So I mean, I'll probably have one tonight.
There we go.
Honestly, same. I'm a big wine drinker too. All right. Who is most likely to be thinking about canceling plans at the last minute?
I think about it. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I would rather stay home, but I won't ever do it. Like if I say I'm going to be somewhere, I'll be there with my friends or like any sort of like social hang.
Yeah.
I feel like too guilty or like I'm bailing on people. I don't like people that do that to me. So I try never to do that.
Yeah, same. I get major anxiety over having to cancel something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm learning. I feel like I'm taking too much on right now. So it's tough I would rather go and show up tired than have to deal with anxiety of letting someone down. So
who is most likely to be thinking about the latest show they're obsessed with?
Me?
I mean, it ain't me, so it's got to be you, I guess.
Oh, I did just like.
Okay, I don't want to say too much of what's been happening off camera here, but.
What?
I went on a rant about the Meghan Markle and Harry, like just like our conspiracies, like totally uneducated conspiracies that we have. So yeah, I guess it would be me because I just talked about it for an hour.
Who's most likely to be thinking about posting a TikTok? Neither of y'all are obsessed with TikTok? Are you on TikTok?
Oh, I'm on TikTok.
I get in trouble over this, y'all.
Okay, I'm on TikTok and I'll like go in phases. I'm like can get obsessed for like a week and then I'll kind of like, which my manager does not like, but then I'll get off of it for like 2 weeks because I don't care too much.
Yeah, I'm in trouble because I haven't got on there and posted things, but I'll never forget this. I was at an after party with Kid Rock one night. We had a few drinks and he had gotten pretty confident. And he goes, I wish some of you new country artists would worry about writing songs as much as you do hitting the gym. Y'all be a hell of a lot better off. And I've never forgot that. You know, it's like, why are we here? We're here to make music, right? We can't get caught up in worrying about how many views or whatever we get on cooking a baked potato, you know, or something. It's like,
my biggest TikTok was me eating a steak and saying, this is a good steak. And it got like 400,000 views. I'm like, there's no
sometimes it's so weird. All right. So last question for you both is who's most likely to be thinking about when their next concert will be?
Well, I know when it's going to be back and happening. I think it kind of varies for different artists, but for myself, it's going to be in Las Vegas the first weekend of June. We'll be back for the pool situation show there. The pool situation originated down in Mexico, and we have finally convinced the US of A to allow us to bring it there. And Las Vegas said, yeah, we'll have you. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm taking Jordan Davis and Hardy and Brandy Cyrus along for our inaugural in the States pool party.
That's a good first show back.
I will say, I mean, I'll speak for both of us. We're getting great news. Promoters and festivals and things like that kind of popping up in different places wanting to give it a shot of putting tickets back on sale and all that. So the last couple of weeks have been really positive, optimistic weeks as far as touring goes. And I think this summer is going to start cranking again. I have my guys back in motion yesterday, believe it or not, working on production and getting all that stuff ready to rock. So we're, to stay positive through all of this, it's every day we're one day closer to doing what we were put on earth to do,
Yes. Well, we're excited for that. Dustin Lynch MacKenzie Porter, thank you both so much for being here, for playing our game, and congratulations on the new song. I cannot wait to be jamming out to that at a show soon, honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for being here, and thanks for the time.
Thank you, Emily.
Make sure to stream Dustin Lynch and MacKenzie Porter's new collab, Thinking About You, out now on iHeartCountry. We'll see you next time.